Rare sight here in southwest England. Sun is shining. We are on our way to the house, which is very exciting. Like I told you on my last video, we found, well, first we lost our buyers and then we found new ones super quickly. So things are progressing nicely. Fingers crossed it will keep on going. And we are just going to the house now to meet our electrician Alex in there, who is going through the electrics, which goodness knows when they have been doing last. And he's going to give us a quote for rewiring and hopefully has a bit of an alternative plan, because I'm not sure if we can budget enough money for the full rewire straight away, so we'll have to do it at stages if that's possible. So anyway, so we are off now. Lila is having a little nap on the back. Mr. Nordic is driving, there he is. And yes, I'll show you around once we get there. Right, we have just arrived at the house and oh my goodness, it's so cold in here. Last time I think I came here was when the heating engineer was testing the heating, which was luckily working. But today it's absolutely freezing cold. So kind of pleased that we haven't moved in yet, because it's definitely nice to do the wintering in our current house before we figure out what we are going to do here to heat things up. But otherwise the house is looking lovely. I mean, a little bit sad, like it, bless it, always does. I love the garden. I think it's so nice. It's definitely the best part. But the indoors is going to be lovely as well. And we've just been to the kitchen, which I've shown you in the previous videos. And it's actually a lot bigger and a lot nicer than I remembered. And actually has quite high ceilings, which is very exciting because it's in the older parts of the house. So often the older houses have lower ceiling, which is not what I like in life. So that's quite nice. And although the ceilings are really high in here, they are not crazy high, so it's not going to be completely impossible to heat this, I hope. Yeah, we're just going to have a little tour now with the electrician to talk about all the things that needs to be fixed, and so that he's making sure as well that everything is safe. But I feel quite excited about this now. Before I go to speak to the electrician, I just want to show you this. In the downstairs loo, there is this rather awful, I think is the only word that comes to mind, little painting that I don't really understand how it goes with the style of anything else in here. So quite looking forward to painting over this one as soon as possible. Actually, it's just, I think it's just wallpaper or something, but yeah, that's definitely not my favorite. I don't want to be going for wee whilst that chap is staring at me. Just spotted some new, I don't know if it's new, but looks like there's a leak maybe from this old blocked fireplace. Just going to see what's on the other side. Yeah, something, there's the other fireplace on this side, and something is definitely leaking in there, so we need to get the roofer to have a look what's going on. If you've seen my previous vlogs, you might remember this view on our new bedroom and how the corner of the ceiling up on the bay was missing, and it's now been fixed with lime plaster. And they also at the same time, the same chap I believe also fixed this window frame that was all wonky and about to fall down. I mean, I'm not saying that it's pretty, but it's a lot better than what it was. But I mean, look at these windows. This is definitely going to keep us busy to try to repair these for the next decade. I was going to say century, but let's hope it's not going to take us the whole century. But look how pretty these radiators are. There's a third one as well behind me, but I love this little bay window. I think it's so nice and it has the nicest view. So lovely. I don't think I'm going to be keeping those curtains though. They are looking, or blinds, they are looking quite moldy and miserable. This is one of the top floor bathrooms. I absolutely love this tap. I don't know how old it is or from which era. I'm thinking it's probably when the brass fittings were fashionable last time. It just really makes me think of Joan Collins in Dynasty, bathing herself with something like this. Oh, spider just fell down. I love it. Let's see how dirty this is. Yeah, that needs a little bit of soaking. Views are nice. Let's concentrate on those. Very pretty. We are about to head out and go for coffee and grab some lunch before we need to pick up our daughter. But I just want to show you, this is the place for potentially my most exciting project, which I'm planning to do in here. I really want to get a greenhouse, and this place, I feel like it's almost made for it. So something I think facing, so the door is going to be here, not quite to the edge of the gravel, but a little bit pushed back. Obviously needs a little bit tidying up on the back, and in this tree we might need to lose a few branches to get more light for it, but I think this is going to be a lovely spot for it. And then on this end, where you can see the fruit trees there, I'm going to plan to do a little kitchen garden in there. I'm going to start small and see how I get on with that, and then expand my growing garden if I feel like I need more space. Good morning. As you can probably see, have not managed to get quite ready for the day yet. I've been just working all morning. It's now nearly 10 o'clock, and I had I had made it myself, but I had set myself a deadline to finish my Substack post, and I got it just finished doing it. And I also did a little bit of tidying up because I have some filming to do. I have to shoot for 4 different campaigns, but 2 of them are not going out anytime soon, so there's a bit more time for them. But I have a couple of others. One product hasn't even arrived yet, but one I have everything. So my house has been just a little bit on the messy side. I think now that we resold the house and there is no pressure of the viewings, I've been going back to my relaxed ways, so there's no kind of like such a need to try to stay on top of things, which is fine for a change. But yeah, for the brand shooting, I definitely do need to have a little bit tidier setup. Now I'll get quickly ready. What time did I actually have time to do the filming this morning? I also fed my sourdough, which you would have just seen. She's been sitting in that jar in my fridge, and you don't really have to feed it especially often. I went away last summer for 3 weeks and I fed it before and then when we came home, and it was absolutely fine. So it doesn't, I normally try to feed her once a week if we are home and if I'm using it. So I'm planning on making some sourdough this afternoon, hopefully. But first, I need to go to do some filming, and I'm also going back to Pilates today. I mean, I am feeling rather smug when I get to tell you that I am still going with that. Today is going to be now my 3rd time, and I used this introductory pass, which was 3 classes. I have already bought the next one, which I'm really enjoying it, so I'm going to keep on going. And I can already feel, maybe it's psychological given it's only been 2 times so far, but I can already feel that my core SK is getting stronger, so it's very motivational for me, and my back hasn't been sore at all. Anyway, I wanted to show you, I think I was unboxing this on another video, and I've been now using it for the last few days. This Sourdough Vital Perfection face cream. It's so good. It is absolutely amazing, and it also smells heavenly. So this is absolutely lovely. Really like it. Makes me feel, skin feels so good. It's looking a little bit red and blotchy today, but that's nothing to do with anything except that I just sometimes have that. I'm going to be using my new Medic one because this one has SPF 50 and my face is feeling a little bit dry today, so I'm just going to put this as a top-up moisturizer as well. Right, so I added a little bit of makeup and I used I have mentioned about this CC Red Correct so many times. It just really neutralizes the redness on my face, so it works really well. I'm going to now get ready. It's 10 o'clock, so I have nearly 2 hours before I need to get changed to my Pilates clothes and go to the Pilates lesson. I didn't actually mention yet, but the class I am booked in for today is an advanced class. And I was telling my son last night about it, and he just reminded me, didn't you struggle with your first class that, like, you know, where there was this pregnant, quite heavily pregnant lady who was doing it, you know, clearly with effort, less effort than I was. So I think he's a little bit worried that I'm going to just die because it's going to be too hard for me. But the good thing about Pilates is that it's a bit like yoga, that you can just, you know, do it, take it easy, and I'm just going to skip rounds if I'm finding it too much. I basically just chose to go on this one because the timings worked really well. So we'll see how it goes. I might need a nap after my advanced Pilates class today. Yeah, so I better get going and start doing some filming now. Survived the Pilates just about. It was quite a hard class, I'm not going to lie. And now before I'm having, just had a quick shower, and I'm going to have get my sourdough started before I'm going to have my lunch. I'm really very hungry, but I want to get this done first. We are also having a chat from a local removal company in the house at the moment, so I might have to stop this video in case he comes back to the kitchen. He's currently touring around the house, probably being bewildered by the amount of stuff we have. Right, where do I need some water? In order got distracted from chopping the walnuts, so I'm just going to finish them, and otherwise I'll show you the dough. It's not really that exact. I just use 500 mils of water, lukewarm water, and then about maybe 18 grams of salt, and then flour is like 500 grams plus. I'm not exactly sure because I never really, I kind of like just measure the 500 and then I just look at the consistency, but it's really not that exact. Oh, and the starter, I use about 120 grams. And then I just mix. We've started to do this seed and nut bread and everybody really likes it, so I'm just adding whatever, a few scoops again. It's really quite forgiving and doesn't really matter. Sometimes it's better to put the nuts in earlier though, because at this stage it's really very sticky and quite difficult to mix, but it's okay. Luckily I have very forgiving audience for my bakery goods, so they don't complain for small things and don't expect perfect items. So once it's all mixed up, I'm going to then just cover it and leave it rest for, it doesn't matter, half an hour, I think at the minute at least. It can be longer. And then I'm starting to do the stretches, which is where you just basically, I think more hardcore proper bakers use their hands, but I really hate the sticky, the sourdough. Sourdough is very, very sticky material and I hate that. So I like to use just my spatula and it works as well. So you can do whatever you want basically. And yeah, that's it. So just need to do the stretches. I do them like 2 or 3 times. Usually leave it maybe half an hour in between. And then after the last one, I let it rise for about, depends a little bit, 3-4 hours. So if I can see that it's gotten bigger, and when you press it gently, it sort of bounces back. So that's how you do it. Excuse the evening lighting in here. It's now about 6:45 and I'm just doing a quick curry with all sorts of leftover vegetables I found in the fridge. They're all looking like they've seen their better days, which makes them perfect curry material or soup. That's what I normally use them for as well. I bought these from Ocado. It's called the Spice Tailor curry paste. This one is the butter chicken. My son, who came to help me, he came to help me to boil the rice because I'm rubbish at doing that. He said that this sounded better. I mean, we don't have any chicken, it's just vegetables and halloumi tonight, but that's fine. I'm going to be using this. This is a quite nice paste, tastes good, and it doesn't have any dodgy ingredients. I'm just doing some cooking now and hopefully it will be roughly done when the rest of the family is home, so we're gonna eat. Curry paste is not the most appetizing looking. It's the color that it is and rolled up like that, but it just gives it a really nice taste. It's looking a little bit anemic, this curry, but I'm hoping that it will get a little bit more exciting looking once it's being cooked a little bit. I have coriander and sugar snap peas to go still here as well, but I won't put them until it's nearly cooked. And yeah, that's a very easy way to get rid of vegetables that have seen their better days. I've used sweet potato, carrots, cauliflower, celery, onion, and do I have anything else? No, I think that's it. And then I have beans and the halloumi. And yeah, rice is ready. I'm just waiting for everybody else to come home and then we're gonna eat.